Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Julius Baer Generations Cup. There were 16 players. Today, we are down to 4. Magnus Carlsen takes on Vincent Keimer, the German youngster rising prodigy, and Arjun Erigaisi battles Le Quang Liem. Now, 5,000 of you commented on the last video. So, in today's video, we will have a permanent puppy cam, and we will have Mr. Benjamin. Benji, come. Come on. Yeah, it's Benji. Oh. He's a 50-pound, beautiful Oreo Bernedoodle. Hi, baby. He doesn't like being up on the chair. He likes being stable on his paws, but he is a very, very good boy. He knows sit, stay, he knows voice, he knows hush, he knows up, he knows off, he knows so many different commands. And he's very annoying, make no mistake. He is an absolute lunatic, but he looks like an angel right now, don't you? You're so sweet. All right, you smell a little bit, but so does your dad. Benji, your thoughts on the chess drama? What are your thoughts on the chess drama? Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts, Benji. I will now be putting you down. Oh, baby. All right, well, this is going to be our puppy camera. If he moves around, I'm sorry. If not, then, you know, great. Benji. Hi, how are you? And before we jump into the games today, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN, or a virtual private network, which allows you to encrypt your connection to the internet so you can browse it privately and anonymously. And even though that's probably like the 100th time you've heard me say that sentence in one of my YouTube videos, allow me to give you my top 3 reasons why you would use a VPN. Number 1, protection on unsecure networks. I'll give you an example. I recently traveled and went on vacation with my wife. We checked into our hotel. Our room was great. The Wi-Fi was super fast, but it had no security. It's not like you had to log in with your room or your last name. None of that. Now, why would I browse on such a network not securely? Of course, I'm gonna use a VPN. Number 2, were you just chilling, living life at some point, and then your favorite show got canceled on your streaming service? Maybe you enjoyed The Office or Criminal Minds, and now it's no longer there? Well, not to fear, because with Surfshark VPN, you can connect to a different country like the United Kingdom, and now you're free to enjoy whatever show it is you'd like. And number 3, remember number 1? Vacation? Yeah, well, the next time you go book an airline ticket, remember to go on a private browser and browse with a VPN. Trust me, the prices are gonna look extremely different. And now that you're done saving money utilizing Surfshark VPN from this ad read, go enjoy your vacation. Folks, if you're interested in Surfshark VPN, by this point, you know how this works. You click the link in the description, you can get 83% off and 3 free months. That comes out to barely $2 a month. I think it's worth the investment. And if you absolutely hate Surfshark, they offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. And now that you're done enjoying this ad read, let's go enjoy the rest of my video. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we begin the semi-final with the matchup between Arjun Erigaisi and Le Quang Liem. After an early draw, we got an Italian game. Gioco pianissimo, because, you know, these dudes shop so much they can speak Italian, so they gotta play the fanciest one. They don't play the gioco, you know, fortissimo or whatever. I don't know, that's not even a real thing. But I'm pretty sure if you go d4, it's a little bit more of an attacking game. It's called the gioco piano game, right, Benji? Yes, sir. d3, d6, both sides castle. And this is a very provocative system where black attempts to play g5 and basically say, you're dumb for putting the bishop there. And so a few moves later, Le Quang Liem plays g5 and says, you're dumb for putting the bishop there. Now, yes, even Benji's had enough. Benji's leaving. He's like, I'm good. All right, I just shuffled things around for this doggy. If he continues to walk around, then, well, unfortunately, puppy cam's not gonna work. I already see the YouTube comments like, I come here for recaps. I don't come here to see the dog. In fact, it was very distracting. Disliked, unsubscribed, reported. I'm calling the police. Bishop g3. Nodirbek Abdusaturov, the very strong player from Uzbekistan who was a beast in the Olympiad, actually lost like this to Pintala Hare Krishna. So Liem, you see, is trying to play h4 and trap the material like this. Liem also recently had a game in this position against Jan Krzysztof Duda. And look at this. I mean, black really is very much arriving on the king side. Like, see, as I always like to say, if you were to play like this and you were my student, assuming you were of age to be smacked, I would smack you for playing like this with black. Okay? And then you would probably, you know, actually call the cops or something. But in Russia, I feel like that's just like par for the course. I feel like, you know, there's like some parts of the world where like it's shocking if your chess mentor doesn't give you a smack or two for the way you play. Bishop e2. Recap is already off to a good start. We got dog. We got people getting smacked for playing chess moves. And, you know, Liam is attacking, but Arjun Erigaisi is striking back with e5, taking, and knight d7. Just the fork. Like in the middle of all the hubba bubba, we got knight d7. And then he plays bishop e4 and hangs this with check. And yet, despite in this position, Liam being up 3 pawns, the eval is +5. +4. But everything else is +5. There's one line that's +4. Everything else is +5, +7, +8. And the reason for that is that after takes, I'm going to go rook f1. Actually, I think the top engine move here was bishop e5. And if knight takes knight, I think there was queen g4 and mate in 2. But rook f1 is also good enough. And Liam has to sacrifice his queen. Now, he does get the knight, but here's the thing. Queen f5, and I take the knight. Because I guess he didn't want to lose the pawn. He also didn't kind of want to get checkmated. And yeah, see, Erigaisi has a lot of pieces. And the difference with the black position is that black does not have a lot of pieces. Even though black is attacking and looks like he has counterplay, I'm going to be totally honest with y'all, he doesn't. It's an illusion. Rook takes e7, and if king e7, there would have been queen g5 check. Yeah, Erigaisi literally takes absolutely all of Liam's pieces, and Liam resigns a move before, you know, the king would have been left with the queen and the rook. It's like being dropped into like a tiger exhibit. Yeah, it's not gonna go too well. Ever seen videos of those idiots who get trapped in zoo exhibits? Just absolute morons, my god. So Erigaisi was up to a 1-0 lead. And a few games later, all he had to do was put it away. All he had to do was put it away. And oh my, did he ever. Bishop g7. Oh, bye, Benji. But, Benji, why did you... Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, he's adorable. Look at his face. Knight f3. Bishop e2. Knight c3. And Erigaisi was like, all right, you know, this bozo, you know, he's got to play the modern. Because the thing is, Liam has to win. This is his final game. It's best of 4. e5. Oh, take. Knight back to e7. And, you know, I'm just going to play solid chess. Completely solid chess. Just equal position. I'm going to bring my rook. I'm going to bring my knight back. I'm chilling. And Liam's like, I'm not chilling. See, I have to win. And this is the problem. When you have an opponent who has to win, he's going to try to knock you unconscious. I mean, I don't know if Likwang Liam has ever thrown a punch in his life, but he's going to try to knock him unconscious. And, you know, there it is. f4. All right, he's playing c5. Oh, bye, Benji. Bye, Benji, once again. Now you guys only see his side profile. G4. What? A5. GH. What is happening? Why did Erigaisi play F4 allowing G4? The world may never know. How many legs does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Same kind of thing. All right? F4. G4. And several moves later, Erigaisi's king is stripped buck naked. And the attack is just continuing. Queen h4. What? AB. Bishop h3. Oh my goodness. The king's got absolutely no help. No help in the form of pieces. No help in the form of beads. Nothing. Bishop d4. And Likwang Liam, bishop g2, smothering the king to death. Queen takes d1. Arjun Erigaisi just lost with white in a must-draw situation. So now we have blitz. The winner of the Blitz or the Armageddon will move on to face the winner of Magnus Carlsen versus Vincent Keimer. The very first game, Erigaisi is playing black. It's a Catalan. It's boring. He plays the c6, b5 line. A little bit of a more aggressive approach. But, I mean, okay, gentlemen, it's time to shake hands and go home. You have a totally symmetrical position. The engine is screaming at you for wasting its time. And, yeah, I mean, there ain't a whole lot here, all right? There ain't a whole lot here. But... oh my god, you are so sweet. Oh my goodness, I gotta turn this camera toward you, dog. Like, look at him. He's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this dog is too sweet. Listen, the dog's gonna be part of the recap today. That was the agreement, okay? I can't just not show you the dog, all right? If for some reason you're getting distracted and you're getting upset, well, if you're getting distracted, it's okay. I know, I'm also getting distracted. But if you're getting upset, there's better things in the world to be upset by, you know what I mean? Don't be upset. Just enjoy yourself. E4, H4, H5, and Erigaisi gets a dominant advantage in this game because of the Swiss cheese position that white has. The light squares are overwhelmingly weak, but it's also the pawns. What happened in this game, basically, is the fact that Liam, in a totally stable position, for reasons God, and to be honest, maybe not even God, him, her, or themselves, understand. I don't understand this move G4. I don't get it. I don't understand why. Like, why would you push it and now your whole king gets ripped open? It's like second time in a row between these guys. Like, they just no respect for their kings at all. And, well, Eric Geisy throws some haymakers and scoops up a queen. I feel like this match was, like, personal. Like, I feel like these dudes played like they, like, hate each other. Like, these dudes did not play, like, slow, grinding chess. These dudes played like one of them stole money from the other. Like, look at them. They are literally breaking each other's... Like, look at this position. Eric Geisy wins with black. Okay, after losing with black, Eric Geisy just won with black. Now Eric Geisy has white. And listen, we already know what happens when my man Eric Geisy has white. Oh my goodness, not again. Liam playing another modern. This time Eric Geisy's like, all right, last time I played e4 and I got walloped. So this time I'm going to play a Catalan. I'm going to play a Fianchetto King's Indian Defense. And it's, you know, this is one of the more stable openings. And basically, white just does nothing. White's like, all right, black, you want to attack? Let's go. All right, come attack me. Where is it at? Where is it? I don't see it. F4. Like, look, white dominates. White's got more space. All right, there it is. Oh. Oh, he said, watch your mouth. Knight b5. He's +1 with literally any move. And instead of that, Eric Geisy sacks a knight. He sacks a knight. And then he picks up this pawn, so he gets 2 pawns. But for what? He has to not lose. Well, I think the way he did it was he changed his approach. The last time he played white, his strategy was just make moves. But this time, he's actually playing for a win. He's playing like he has to win the game. So knight e8 back, queen f2, and white just has an annoying position. Like, black is fine, but white's position is really invasive. All right? Rook a6, f5. Look at this. I mean, Eric Geisy, if Liam just takes this pawn and calls his bluff, where is the attack? What, queen f5? Knight e5? I mean, like, there's tactics, but he plays g5. He gets a little bit spooked. And look at Eric Geisy. Every pawn is coming forward. He's like, all right, knight f6. The black is still doing okay. Wouldn't say black is better anymore, but, you know, rook d5 now. Like, what? Queen b4. And Liam here has to do something fast because he's running out of moves. He's just running out of moves. It's getting to a position where, like, white just has to do nothing now. And as you can see, that's sort of happening. Rook c2. And finally, I think Liam just gets a little stirred. What's the word? Something crazy? Like when you get cabin fever, basically, you just you don't really stir crazy, something like that. And he decides to dance the queen around the board, and it's just too late. Eric Geisy, just like rock solid, not allowing anything, and black just never got going. And Eric Geisy wins, and he's our first finalist, folks. I just gotta give some mad love right here to my man who just, for no reason at all, sacked the knight and absolutely froze his opponent. Black did not make, black played 1 pawn move, 2 pawn moves the whole game after that sacrifice. Like, look at this. He sacked the knight, black plays g5 and a3, and the rest was black's pieces dancing in circles, not knowing where to go. Look at black's pieces. They're just moving around. There's no rhyme or reason. Amazing game from Eric Geisy, just totally freezing the black pieces. And he is the first finalist, winning just very, very nice game in Blitz. Now, listen, someone's got to tell Magnus to chill out, all right? Because he's been doing some absurd stuff, all right, to some of these players in this event, like just slaughtering people. Now, Vincent Keimer has also played very well. He's coming off a match win versus Prague, and he held Magnus to 2 draws. So this third game, Vincent was looking to beat the world champ with black. Bishop g4, Magnus plays c4. That doesn't actually look that ridiculous, but it's actually a massive sideline. It's much more common to play c4 like this because you're not under any danger of getting your pawns damaged. After bishop g4, c4, white gets the pawn structure damaged And then black just plays rock solid on the light squares. Like, this split structure almost never happens, but that's what he wants. Magnus respects his opponent's preparation, and he wants to take it to a game where it's going to be imbalanced, right? So white has the bishop pair, but white has a potentially very weak pawn in the center. White has a slightly damaged structure, but black is just, just built like a rock here, right? Knight f5, and Magnus says, go ahead and take my bishop. Because if you do, you are going to improve my pawn. So we don't have to play bishops versus knights, but we can play light squared bishop versus dark squared bishop. And Keimer's like, okay. Magnus is like, terrific, cd5. What? But why cd5? That's what I don't understand. Why would you allow your opponent to develop, right? Well, because Magnus wants to play e4. You see, Magnus is half a step ahead of black. For instance, if the position looked something like this, the move e4 would now no longer pack the same punch because black's king would be off center and d4 would immediately become weak. But by playing e4 right now, when black responds with knight c6, Magnus castles the opposite direction. Now, if black were to castle long, he would lose very quickly because I would just take and this bishop would slaughter this diagonal. So Magnus correctly saw this, that black would be forced to fight back here and try to castle short and step out of this pin. This pin is too annoying. If you take like this, I, of course, could take back, but I will go here, and it is about to hurt. All right, I'm going to throw some serious punches to that midsection. I'm going to go down low with the hook, come right back up top. Keimer's a pretty tall guy. He's German, so he's, he's like 2 meters, probably like 2.5 meters taller. I don't know how many meters his feet, like 6'5" or whatever. I don't know. That's probably like 5 meters. I'm just kidding. I think that's like, I don't know. I think I'm 175. Let's ask Siri. How many meters is 5'9"? 175. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I'm 5'9". I don't know why I just told you that. Now you guys are probably gonna be like, whoa, I thought he was like 4'6". Some of you are gonna be like, I thought he was like 6'2". No, I'm like very, very, solidly average, like just under average height. My little brother is 15 years old and he's 6 feet. And I'm mad about that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no, not about my brother. I'm mad that people who are 10 years younger than me all look like titans. Do any of you realize that? Like, people watching this in your 20s, in your 30s, you ever walk around and you are terrified of teenagers because they're all just enormous and loud? It's crazy. I feel like a toddler. I hate it. I should have drank more milk when I was younger or something. Okay, anyway, my height aside, Magnus does end up scooping up the pawn, and we get this endgame. Now, what's fascinating about this endgame, right, is that Magnus actually ends up giving up the pawn on d5. Now, maybe he didn't have to do this, but he gets to a situation where black is frozen. It's tough for black to move. He can't move any pieces, right? So he starts bringing his king. When I saw this game, I was about to take a nap. And I was like, oh, Magnus has a symmetrical endgame with a bishop versus a knight. He's going to win. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up. The game's going to be over. Bishop f1, king e7, bishop c4. Keimer plays knight e3. Apparently, this was already incorrect. Apparently, Magnus had to be more aggressive and put his bishop on e4. Okay? Now, Keimer makes him pay immediately. All right? By playing the move knight e3 and getting to a knight versus bishop endgame. This is just a draw. But it's time for Magnus to ask some questions to Keimer. All right? Gonna bring his king. There it is. Bringing his king. Bringing his pawn. Getting out of check, threatening to infiltrate. Like defense. Bishop a2. King d4 hits the pawn. What do? You move the knight? What do you do? Moves the pawn. All right. White's looking to infiltrate on the light squares. Bishop versus knight domination here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, now you passive. All right, g4. Looking to chip away. g5, chipping away. Chipping away. 3 pawns each. Knight versus 1 pawn, it will probably sacrifice itself, all right? So you got to make sure that, all right, Magnus, just slow crawl, slow crawl. King e5, active, but black defending. Nice job from Keimer. Keimer's not letting himself get bullied, all right? King d5. Uh-oh, something's going on here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? What happened? Let's back up for a second. How did this get so bad? Well, apparently at some point, Keimer had to not play knight a6. That allowed king d5, and the knight was on the wrong defensive square. It should have been over here. Don't ask questions. When Magnus plays, you just listen. Uh-oh, the king's going to sneak in. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh, a5 just in time. Just in time, 2 pawns left. Come on, Vincent. Get those pawns off the board, Vincent. Oh my god, he's gonna win the pawn. He's gonna win the pawn. Oh, he's gonna win the pawn. Oh, but he... Vincent gets over to the H pawn. H5. Oh my gosh, knight E3, bishop G6. Wait, Vincent, what did you miss? Damn it. Apparently, knight G2 was wrong. Apparently, Vincent had to find king E7 before H5. And then the knight would have gotten to the pawn. Vincent allows this, and suddenly, Magnus finds a defensive setup. Oh no, Magnus wins the pawn. The A pawn's gonna go, but apparently it's a draw once again. Vincent, you're so close, damn it, come on. Draw the game, stop the world. Ow, Vincent, he misses his last chance. The last chance to draw was knight F5. But Vincent goes this way, and Magnus walks over to that side of the board, and he's like, Vincent, Boogeyman is coming for you. A5, king C6. Oh my. And black is out of moves, and now the king does its final walk. Down to either E6 and F7, or over this way. Vincent's final pawn collapses on move 93. And Magnus Carlsen squeezes the last drop of juice from the orange. He takes a 2-1 lead. But Vincent Keimer gets the white pieces, and let me tell you something, Vincent Keimer is not gonna get bullied. Vincent Keimer plays the English. We have E3, we have a symmetrical position. He's like, Magnus, we just went 90 minutes. I mean, 90 moves, all right? I bet you're tired, you know, you in your 30s, you know, I'm like almost half your age, let's go. G3, this move scores 70.6% in the database. White plays bishop G2, long-term pressure applies to this pawn. Magnus says, C4, we're not opening that center. And Vincent, do you know what happens when the center closes? And Vincent's like, I don't know. Why are you talking to me in the middle of the game? And Magnus is like, my bad, you're right. Bishop G2, bishop B4. And this position has never been reached before. Magnus, knight C3, knight C6, sorry, bishop C3, BC. What? Isn't that just a free pawn? Yes. But then there would be queen A5. And you think, Levy, I don't understand. The rook is hanging. Well, the rook is hanging, but then queen C3. Levy, I don't understand. Bishop D2. And then rook B8, and rook B2, and rook A2. And that's not very pleasant. So, bishop F5, right? Keimer castles. He doesn't take. Magnus is like, I don't want the pawn. Vincent, you can have it. Vincent's like, you sure? All right, Maggie. Magnus is like, nobody calls me Maggie, bro. That's really weird. Stop doing that, Vinny. Yeah, they had this really passive-aggressive conversation as they were playing. It was really strange. Now, folks, let me ask you a question. Which color complex in White's position is weak? And how do you know that? Well, you know that because 6 of White's 7 pawns are on light squares, okay? Which means that the light squares are weak, and it means that the bishop is going to go here. And remember when I told you that Vincent Keimer is not going to get bullied? What Magnus Carlsen is about to do is not bullying. Magnus Carlsen is about to take Vincent Keimer's soul. Rook E8, Rook G6, and Vincent has nothing better than play Rook B1, giving up the rook and trying to get something because he can't move. And apparently taking is wrong. Apparently knight G3 wins for black, and then Rook E3. Oh, no, sorry, not Rook E3. H4, 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 and then Rook E3, G4, Rook E3. But Magnus is a practical guy. He's like, all right, he's giving me his rook. I can't believe he missed that. The queen goes back to D8, and then it goes to B8 a little bit later. And now Magnus combines the attack with the infiltration on the B file. Magnus is so, like, look at this. Magnus just played like 15 moves, threatening an attack. Vincent made 1 move over here, and Magnus is like, haha, cool, I don't need to attack you anymore. It's like when you complain to your parents, you get what you want, you stop complaining. That's what Magnus did. Look, he's basically just, queen B8, he's like, I never wanted to attack you anyway, Vincent. A5, rook E6, okay, maybe I actually did want to attack, yeah, queen E8, no, rook B1. And Vincent does his best, but the world champ is not to be messed with right now. Look at what he's doing. I mean, this is like, after Magnus won this game by sacrificing his queen and hunting down the white king, Vincent resigned because king G2, rook C1. You cannot beat Magnus when he's in this form. You can't do it. If Arjun Erigaisi beats Magnus Carlsen tomorrow in the final, well, they play 2 games actually. It's day 1, day 2. It's a 2-day final. Will be nothing short of a spectacular upset. Erigaisi has been the number 2, no question, but Magnus has been #1 and even more than that. I mean, he's been unbelievable. He's got something to prove in this tournament. It feels like he's playing, and he's got something to prove. Magnus hasn't lost a game. He hasn't lost a single game, except when he resigned against Hans Niemann in 1 move. That's really ridiculous. I mean, honestly, it's like, you know when Magnus is like not doing his best, and it's like, oh, I'm not even really trying, and you're like, yeah, he's not even trying. No, it really feels that way. It feels like Magnus is actually trying now. It's absurd. It's absurd. It's completely absurd. On that note, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the recap. I've been enjoying making them for you. Not too much drama updates. We haven't really had a whole lot. You know, some people are saying some grandmasters are recording themselves in various, like Nepo recorded some stuff, Fabiano recorded some stuff, but all the way, it's nothing. It's no real developments. FIDE put out a statement that was the biggest non-statement of all. It was just like, yeah, you know, it could have been handled better, but we have a strong anti-cheating stance, like, you know, normal stuff. And that's it. I made a rap song with the one and only Young Elo. I don't know if you saw that video, you definitely should. And I've got a major announcement coming soon. So if you made it this far in the video, provide some hype for the announcement. Let me know if you enjoyed Dog Cam. I'll see you in the next one. Get out of here.